Hello, Digital Learning Day, week 5, day 4. Number 1 says, what is the slope and y-intercept of the equation y equals 3x minus 5? In this slope-intercept form, this is our slope, and this is b, which is also known as our y-intercept. So my slope is 3 and my y-intercept is -5. So I know that a line with the equation y equals 3x minus 5 is going to have a y-intercept of -5 and a slope of 3 or 3 over 1. Number 2 says, is pi rational or irrational? Is it a rational or irrational number? The actual pi is irrational. We represent pi by the rational number 3.14 oftentimes, but the actual number pi is irrational because it is a decimal that does not terminate and does not repeat. Number 3 says, find the slope of the line that passes through these 2 points. In order to find the slope from 2 points, you're going to stack and subtract. Slope is the change in y over the change in x. So we're going to find the difference between our y's. 6 minus 8 is -2. So my slope is -2 over the change in x, which is 3 minus 7, which is -4. And I know that a negative over a negative is a positive, and this can simplify down to 1/2. So my slope of a line that passes through those 2 points is positive 1/2. Number 4 says, is the slope of the line that passes through the following points positive, negative, undefined, or 0? We need to determine the slope, which is the change in y over the change in x. You pick any 2 points. You could pick any 2 of those points, stack and subtract. 6 minus 6 is 0. So my change in y is 0. And then 3 minus 5 is -2. My change in x is -2. And anytime you have a slope that has 0 in it, if the 0 is in your numerator or on top, then that slope is 0. If the 0 is in your denominator, then the slope would be undefined. And just an easy way to figure that out if you forget or if you haven't memorized that is try it in your calculator. If you were to do 0 divided by -2, you would get 0, so your slope is 0. But if I was to do something with 0 on the denominator, such as 5 divided by 0, I'm going to get an error in my calculator, which means that that slope is undefined. So this one has 0 in the numerator, so we know that our slope is 0. That means this is going to be a horizontal line. If we were to plot these points and draw a line between them, we would have a horizontal line. That's a 0 slope. All right, and number 5 says, identify the rate of change in the initial value and write the linear equation for you open a bank account with $20 and deposit $5 every 3 days. So it's important that we remember that rate of change is talking about slope, and initial value is talking about your y-intercept, or where you start. It's your starting point. So when we're talking about writing an equation, we're going to write it in the form of y equals mx plus b, where m is our slope and b is our y-intercept, or in this case, m is our rate of change and b is our initial value, or our starting point. So if we open a bank account with $20 and deposit $5 every 3 days, our starting point is how much we initially put in the bank. So we initially put in $20. So that is my B. That's my initial value, is positive $20. And my slope is the rate at which that account changes. So the account goes up $5 every 3 days. And then we would multiply that by the amount of days, and that would equal the total amount of money in our account. So an equation for the situation, you open a bank account with $20 and deposit $5 every 3 days, would be y equals 5/3 x plus 20. You guys have a great day.